So we're going to be doing a half Tai Chi, half yoga, standing exercises. So you're going to want to maybe take your shoes off and maybe have a chair nearby if you need that for balance. We're just going to start by just gently warming up. So we're just going to rotate, just nice and gentle, just allowing your arms to kind of flail along your body, nice and easy. Good, becoming aware of the breath. And remembering that yoga and Tai Chi are mindful movements, so they're meditative movements. So you want to be really focused on your breath, on the present moment, and just noticing how your body feels. So just kind of letting those arms flail as we rotate at the hips and the ankles. All right, taking a couple deep breaths, we're going to come into horse stance. So we're going to bring our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You have a soft bend in your knees, and you want to think about the crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling. You're really heavy elbows, heavy wrists, light top of the hands. Think about a heavy tailbone dropping down, and just breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out as you get really grounded in horse pose, becoming connected to the present moment. So now we're going to just begin bringing the arms up, and then you could just let them drop if you want. Sometimes if we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, it can be good just to let them drop, okay? Otherwise, what you can do is slow it down, really feel the chi or the movement of the energy between your fingers. So you want to keep some space between your fingers and just move those arms along in space. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, we're going to add the knees. So we're going to bend and straighten. And again, feeling each and every body part. So I'm just bending my knees, squatting down, and then straightening my knees and raising my arms up. If it bothers your arms to go up higher than shoulder height, go wherever is comfortable for you. Good, and coming back to center. We're just going to shift our weight from the right to the left. You can start to lift your left heel up and your right heel up. And if you feel comfortable, you can lift the whole foot off the floor. You might need to hold on to a chair for balance. Try to push down through all four corners of your foot. Keep your toes relaxed. Good. From here, we're going to shift our weight to our left leg and open the right foot 45 degrees. Then we're going to come back to center and do the same thing on the other side. So shifting to the right, rotate your whole body to the left and back to center. So just rotating at the hips. Everything moves in one unit. The slower you go, the more challenging it's going to be for your balance. So take your time, feel the flow, feel the chi. Good, then we're just gonna bring the arms up like you're holding a big moon and relax your shoulders down, relax your shoulders. The thumbs can point towards you. Your knees are soft. We're just holding this big full moon. And breathe. And then we're going to shift right, and just as we did before, we're going to open up that left foot 45 degrees, but also open up the arms. This is called gathering the stars. And then come back to center, shift to the left, open up that right foot 45 degrees, right arm, and back to center. We'll do a couple more times on each side. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, please do that. You can hold on to a chair for support. Do one more here. And bring the arms down. Nice job. So again, binding your horse pose, horse stance, which is a little bit wider than your hips. Soft knees, relaxed face, crown of the head lifts up. Just feeling very relaxed, very soft. And we're going to shift our weight to our left foot and rotate our whole trunk to the left. And then come back to center, shift to the right, rotate the whole trunk to the right. So we're doing a little hip crease here. We're folding, this is called the Tai Chi fold. So you might notice that you feel some tightness in your hips, maybe one side more than the other. Just notice whatever you feel. Good. So we're going to go a little bit longer, a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. So we bend our knees, we shift to the left, rotate left, shift to the right, rotate right. So you can go a little bit faster here. A little bit larger movement with those arms outstretched. Just see if you can move that chi, move that energy around. Relax shoulders. Good. We're going to come back to our horse stance. We're going to move into the Tai Chi power stance, Tai Chi stance. So feet are nice and wide in our horse stance. We're going to shift over to our left foot. We're going to open that right foot about 45 degrees. We're going to shift our weight back to the right foot. You're going to take one small step forward with your left leg. You're going to keep your feet about hip width apart, square the hips forward. We're going to lean forward. So you're putting about 70% weight on that front left leg. And then we're going to lean back, putting about 100% weight on that back leg. So that if you wanted to, you could lift that front leg up. And then we're going to come forward and maybe add some arms. And then back. And one more time, coming forward and back. And then come back to center. Let's try the other side. So we're going to shift to the right this time. Open your left foot 45 degrees. Shift back to that left foot. Take one small, slow step forward with the right leg. We're going to shift our weight forward. Arms come up. Shift our weight back. 100% weight on that back leg. And shift the weight forward and back. One more time. Shift the weight forward and back. And then let's come back to center. So we're going to practice that again. This time, we're going to rotate our hips. So when we shift our weight to the left, we're going to rotate the hips left. When we shift the weight right, we're going to rotate right. So let's try that with our Tai Chi move. So let's shift left, rotate the right foot 45 degrees. Shift back to the right foot. Take one small, slow step forward with your left. Plant that foot. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to come forward. Now you're going to rotate left towards that left hip. And then we're going to shift our weight back to our right leg and rotate right. And again, shift forward, rotate left. And shift back to your right leg, rotate right. Let's do that one more time. Forward, rotate left. And shift back, rotate right. And then come back to center. Take a nice grounding breath here. And let's repeat on the other side. So shift your weight to your right leg. Open the left foot 45 degrees. Shift back to your left foot. One small, slow step forward with your right leg, hip width apart. And then shift forward, rotate hips to the right, and shift back, weight back, rotate hips to the left. Shift your weight forward, rotate hips to the right. Shift your weight back, rotate hips to the left. One more time, shift forward, rotate right, and shift back, rotate left. Very nice. Come back to center. We are now moving on to the third phase of our Tai Chi stretches. These require the most balance, so you may want to have a chair nearby to hold on to for some of these poses. Okay, we're going to start in our V stance position, so the feet are slightly turned out. That feels okay to you. We're going to start with the knee up. So we're going to shift left, and we're just going to raise the right knee up. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just lift the heel like I am, so you're on your toe. But if you can, see if you can bring that knee up high. And then come back down. We're going to switch sides, so shift to the right. Lift the left heel, maybe lift the left knee up high. Big balance here. Let's do 2 more times on each side. So try to keep your knees soft and bent the whole time. So I'm keeping my knees bent as I shift to the right. I'm not straightening my right knee. I'm keeping it slightly bent. Let's do 1 more time each side. You can see how this really builds up your strength and as well as your balance in your lower body. Last time. Good. So we're going to add some arms to this. So we're just going to bring the fingers and the thumbs together. So we're going to come up, just like a puppet on a string. As you raise your arms up, your knee comes up. And then we'll shift over to the other side. We'll lift that left knee, thumb and fingers come together, coming up. Good. 2 more times each side. Find your control, find your steadiness. Again, you feel free to just lift the heel off the ground. You don't have to lift the whole foot off the ground. Good, and then I think let's just do 1 more. So lift. Good, nice and steady. Last time. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful, great job. So coming back to the V stance position, we're going to move on to the toe kick. So let's shift to the right this time. We're going to lift the left heel and just kick your leg forward and then come back down. So it's very slow and controlled. We're going to shift to the left now. Lift that right heel up and just kick the leg forward and back down. Shifting right, lift that left heel, kick forward and down. Shift left, lift that right heel up, forward and down. Shift right. You can just lift the heel if you want to, or you can add a little kick and raise the hip up. Let's do 1 more time each side. And final side. Very nice. Okay. So the final thing is we're going to add the arms. So we're going to start with our hands sort of in this round hugging the moon position. And then you're going to lift 1 arm up and 1 arm down as we toe kick. Okay? So here we go. Shift left, raise the right arm and the toe kick right. Come back down, shifting left, toe kick. So we're very controlled here. Use the chair if you need to. Breathing, try not to hold your breath. Okay, last time each side. And the other side. Good. And we're going to go right into our yoga poses now. So we're going to be standing, getting a little warm. So I'm just going to take off this warm up. Okay, so let's just start in mountain pose. Feet are going to be hip width apart. We're going to inhale those arms up. We're going to exhale, hands to prayer. And again, inhale, arms up. If you want, you can raise up on those tippy toes. Exhale, hands to prayer. 1 more time, deep breath in. Come up on those tippy toes. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Now you can either fold over the chair or you can drop your head all the way down. We're just going to take a few deep breaths here and hang. If it feels better, you can bend your knees a lot. Okay? If it feels like a strain on your back, then bend your knees. Let your head relax. Shake your head out. Yes and no. Maybe grab your elbows and gently rock from side to side. And then we're going to bend our knees. Inhale, bring those arms up. Maybe come up on the toes. Exhale, come back down. We're going to step back with our left foot. We're going to turn the left foot out 45 degrees. For more stability, you can keep your legs hip width apart. So the more narrow your feet are, the less stability you have, the more challenging your balance. So you can do it that way, or you can do it with more stability. So the choice is yours. We're going to bend that front knee right over your ankle, and then square your hips forward by pulling your right hip back and your left hip forward. That left knee should be straight. And we're going to inhale and bring those arms up. Drop your shoulders. And we're just going to hold this warrior one pose. So you're nice and strong in your legs. You're thinking about ripping that carpet apart. Maybe leaning back a little bit. Keep your ribs down. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Then we're going to straighten those arms, straighten the leg. We're going to take a little bit of a wider step back. And we're going to, actually, you know what? Step forward a little bit. Keep that small hip width apart. We're going to straighten that front knee. And we're going to hip hinge forward. So if you want, you can keep your hands steady so that you can hold on to something. Or you can interlace your hands behind your back. Keep your palms together and straighten your elbows. And then you're going to drop all the way down. So this is a big balance pose here. Relax your head. Hold that left hip forward, right hip back. Breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale and slowly come up. And we're going to bring that arm up and back. This time we're going to take a little bit wider step forward. So your left foot is going to turn out to the left. Your right knee is going to go right over that right ankle. And you're going to rotate your hips to the left. We're going to inhale those arms up. And you're going to think about ripping that carpet between your legs. Raise those arms up. Relax your shoulders. So this is going into warrior two. Keep bringing that right knee back. Nice, strong arms. Relax your shoulders. And from here, we're going to turn that right palm up. Keep your right knee bent and just gently arch back. Then breathe and hold the reverse warrior. And then we're going to place our right forearm on our right thigh. We're going to open up that left hip and left shoulder. Maybe bring that left arm up overhead, or you can bring it behind your back to help open up the chest a little bit more. Maybe we'll look up towards the ceiling. And then we're just going to do a few circles. So circling that arm in the other direction. And then if it's okay, bring that arm up and then over the ear. And breathe and see if you can come off of that leg a little bit so you're engaging your core. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, and then we're gonna come up. We're gonna rotate the hips forward so you're on your back toe. Right knee is bent. We're just gonna inhale those arms up. You can lean back a little bit. We're in crescent moon, really sink those hips down. Back leg is straight. You're on your toes. Lean back just a little bit. And then we're gonna reach those arms down and we're gonna balance on that right leg and try to bring that left foot up and back behind us. Point the toes down. You can bring your hands to prayer. Right leg is straight. You may need to hold on to something. Relax your shoulders. Breathe, feeling the strength in that right standing leg. the back of the leg. One more breath here, and then we're gonna stand up and pull that left knee up, bring it up high, balancing, bring it out to the side, and you're gonna place that foot on your thigh, above your knee or below your knee into tree pose. So you can think about squeezing in towards the midline, draw your abdominals up and in, press your foot into your thigh, relax your shoulders. Find your drishti, find your gaze. And go ahead and set that leg down. Awesome. We'll just inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Again, inhale, maybe lift the toes up or heels. Exhale to prayer. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay. We'll inhale those arms up. This time we're going to step back with the right leg. You're going to turn your right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Square up your hips. Bend your left knee, right leg is straight, ripping the floor between your legs beneath you. So think about ripping apart the mat that you're on or the carpet, so nice strong legs. We're gonna lean back slightly, keep that left knee bent, keep your ribs dropped down. Breathe, right leg is nice and straight. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Then we're gonna go ahead and release those arms. Now you can keep them in front of you. You can grab your elbows. You can bring your hands to reverse prayer with the palms together behind your back. Or you can interlace the fingers and press the knuckles down. Okay? So pull your left hip back, right hip forward, straighten your right leg, your left leg. Both legs straight. Fold forward over that left leg. Let your head drop. Balance here. Breathe. And then using your strength, slowly come back up. We're going to bring that right arm up and around. You can step back a little bit further into warrior two. So we're going to stack our shoulders over our hips. So your right foot might need to turn more at a 90-degree angle instead of 45 degrees. Your left knee is bent over your left ankle. Don't let the knee collapse inward. Keep pressing it back. Arms up in warrior two. So hips rotate. And you're looking over your shoulder. This is a tough one. Nice, full, deep breaths. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to turn that left palm up, bring your right hand to your right thigh, and just gently lean back. So you're opening up the left side of your body, opening up those ribs. And then you're going to place your forearm on your thigh. We're going to bring that right arm up towards the ceiling, or you can bring it behind your back, open up the chest. Just notice how one side feels differently than the other. You can also do some circles, going both directions. And you can also bring your arm overhead. So notice how much weight you're putting through your left arm, and see if you can lift up a little bit and use your core to hold that. You might even bring your left hand to the floor. Good, and then we're going to come back up. We're going to rotate hips forward. We're going to come up on that right toe, and you can bring those arms up, or you can keep them down, holding onto a chair for balance. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight, you're on your toes. We're gonna lean back just a little bit, and then we're gonna come forward, so you're gonna shift your weight to your front left leg. We're gonna lift that back leg up behind us, point the toes down, left leg is straight. You can bring your hands to prayer. Hip hinge forward, nice and straight. Breathing. Nice, strong, standing left leg. From here, we're going to bring that right knee up. So coming forward, lift that right knee up. Bring it out to the side and place it above or below the knee, wherever's comfortable. Bring the palms together, relax your shoulders. Lift up, out of the hip, pressing down through all four corners of your standing left leg. Pressing the thigh into the foot and the foot into the thigh. And go ahead and release down. Shake out those feet. And we'll just inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your trunk up halfway, and then exhale, fold down one more time. And we're gonna bend our knees and slowly come up. Last time, come up onto those toes and exhale down. Go ahead and find a comfortable position on the floor or your chair. We're just gonna do a few minutes of meditation. So you can go ahead and get comfortable. Seated, however is comfortable for you. You can go ahead and close your eyes and just begin to focus on your breath. Notice how you feel. Any physical sensations in your body? Do you feel energized, alive, vital? Is there any pain in your body? Noticing any sounds in the room? Softening your body. Noticing the breath. And when you're ready, beginning to deepen your breath. Gently moving your fingers and your toes, just gently waking up your body. Reaching your arms along by your side. We're going to turn the palms up and inhale, bring the arms up. Turn the palms down and exhale, release those arms back down towards the floor. And again, inhale, palms up. And exhale, palms down. Last time, inhale, arms up. This time we'll bring our hands together, bring them down in front of our face, towards our heart center. Thank you for joining me in your Tai Chi yoga practice today. Namaste.